Right before we started filming, I took a big sip of water and spilled half of it, so now that we've established that I'm a responsible adult, hi, I'm Josh, and today I'm going to go over 9 things to do before starting college. This video is mostly for those of you who are starting college or university next year. I know that's a lot of you, and if you're already in university or you're in high school or middle school or graduate school, hopefully there'll still be some tips that you'll find useful. Also, I'll be doing a college Q&A next week, so if I don't answer one of your questions in this, leave it in the comments down below. Number 1, and this might sound obvious, but it's way too important to skip over, tie up loose ends. If you're in a relationship with someone and you're going to be in different states for the next 9 months, that needs to be addressed. And even with your friends, it's nice to get final hangout sessions in as a gesture of saying, hey, you know what, we should continue being friends. Is long distance friendship a thing? I think so. Number 2, clean and organize your room. This helps you go through all of your stuff, making packing much easier and your room much nicer to come back to during college breaks. And while you're doing this, start a designated section of your room to compile all the stuff you want to bring to college. Number 3, cleanliness and organization doesn't just apply to your room, also your computer. Make sure you have a fast and reliable computer with ample hard drive space that can handle everything you want to be doing on it, whether it's editing photos in Lightroom, writing a paper, or watching a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. Also, making folders in your computer is the key to keeping it organized, and then folders within your folders, and then folders within your folders within your folders. Seriously, folders are crucial. Number 4, now that your physical and digital space is in order, it's time to start packing. A couple suggested items. A mattress pad is so crucial because college mattresses are really just these thin little cots that are super unpleasant to lie down on. I got this one random one on Amazon, and I've been told that I have one of the comfiest beds people have ever been in, and I swear I don't have that many people in my bed. It's not like that. Where is it? For school supplies, just come with the basic necessities, so a couple pens, pencils, maybe a few folders, and a notebook or two. The rest of your stuff you should get after you've already been to your classes, so you know what you really need, which is especially true for number 5. Textbooks. I'm making this its own number because textbooks are so crazy expensive and your school is going to prompt you to buy them all at the school bookstore before your classes start. Do not do this. First of all, textbooks are way cheaper online. If you go onto Amazon, you can always find your books for at least a little bit cheaper, and if you rent them or get them used, they're going to be much, much cheaper. Also, don't buy your books until you've already gone to a day or 2 of all your classes, because oftentimes teachers have a required reading list that they'll give you that's totally different from what you actually need to get. I've had teachers on the first day of class say, oh yeah, this $200 textbook on my required reading list, totally optional. I make slideshows that are way more efficient. Number 6, write stuff down. And this isn't just a college tip, this is a life tip. Make a system to stay organized. Writing stuff down helps you manage your ideas better and budget your time so you can stay on top of your school, your work, and your social life. My system is I use an agenda, a journal, and a Google Calendar. So my Google Calendar is for actual events, lunches, classes, whatever things I have to do, that's on the calendar. My agenda is for all my work obligations, so if I have to send an email, write a paper, or finish a video, that'll all go in the agenda, so I know what to do and when. I also put all my upcoming deadlines in there, so if I know a test is coming up, I'll be reminded a week in advance that I need to start studying. The agenda is so key for staying on top of school. I also use a journal for writing down all of my ideas, thoughts, jokes, whatever. I write this stuff down because it's basically like talking with someone else, except that someone else is you, and you know yourself better than anyone else. Seriously, all 3 of these things have really taken me so far recently, and this is just my system. Tweak it to your liking, but find something that works best for you. Siri is also a great tool for managing your social life. You could set a lunch date in there, or you could remind me September 5th to wish my mom a happy birthday.
Okay, I'll remind you.
I swear my mom isn't my social life. Number 7, learn how to cook basic dishes. I know so many kids who came to college not even knowing how to make eggs, which is absurd. If you're gonna have a kitchen, make sure you know how to make pasta, eggs, and using an oven and a stove, and you're gonna be in really good shape. Basically, you're gonna get sick of the dining hall and maybe even eating out, and it's nice just to have some simple dishes you can make. A big college stereotype is missing the home-cooked meal, but when I come home, I miss the meals that I make now, so make your parents teach you how to cook some stuff. Number 8, network before college. If you're like me, you know no one else going to your school, so to make the process a little bit easier, jump on Facebook and try and find some accepted students' Facebook groups. Go on Instagram and follow your roommates, anything to meet a couple kids before going to school to make the transition a little bit easier. What I did is I found the NYU Class of 2018 Facebook page where everyone was writing these introductory bios. I then used the search tool to find every single post that mentioned the word skate, skating, or skateboard and hit up all of these kids. Half of them were posers, but but the other half were down to meet up for a skate session the first week of school, and that's actually how I met Jordan. He's one of my better friends at NYU right now, so it doesn't hurt to try something a little bit out there and hit up some kids. Number 9, and this is the last thing, once you're there, get involved. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Go to an event, a club fair, leave your door open so kids can come say hi, or go knock on your neighbor's doors, which is something that's only socially acceptable the first few weeks of college. I remember on the first day of school, I knocked on my neighbor's door. I hit it off with one of the kids, and he introduced me to so many people that turned into a friend group of its own. The dining hall is also an incredible place to meet people. I remember the first week of school, I said hi to this girl in the quesadilla line, and that turned into a 2-month fling. Just remember that everyone is equally as desperate to meet people as you are, and that'll take you pretty far. Go meet some cool kids. Well, that's all I could come up with. 3 things I want to say before we end this. 1, if I didn't answer some of your questions about college, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll be making a Q&A video out of them. 2, huge thanks to AMD for sponsoring this video and for the free HP Envy X360 powered by their 7th generation processor. I'd never used a touchscreen computer before, but it's kind of awesome. There's going to be a link down below for more info about their 7th gen processor. And 3, congratulations and best of luck to everyone who's starting a new school next year. Whether it's college, high school, grad school, or preschool, you're gonna kill it. And if you're nervous, channel that nervousness into excitement, because that's what it should be. You're gonna love it. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you eventually. I got a Snapchat last week. I should probably Snapchat that I'm doing this. And little fun fact about this beautiful little room I'm in, it's actually just my sister's bedroom. Thank you, Rachel. She just Snapchatted me, "Are you filming a video in my room?" Yes, I am. Not only am I doing that, you're also gonna make it in the video now.